have shown you guys how I fixed the compost bin together. Now I am in the garden trying to find a space to put the compost bin, because one thing about this compost bin, you have to put it in a place where you know that it's going to stand there. That's the exact spot that you want it, because if you put it somewhere and then you start putting compost bin in and then you want to change the position, you have to clear all of those, and I really do not have the energy right now to do it. For me, I love working in the garden. It's something I really enjoy doing. As much as I love being glamorous, do my nails, I love being, I love to take care of myself, but I also love working in the garden. I also love planting my own food, the one I can, because I live in Holland, so you can't plant stuff in the garden for the entire year. You only have certain amount of period in the summertime to plant certain things. So I really make use of that advantage to make sure I plant things in the garden. And, also I like to work in the garden with my kids, plants different things, strawberries, little things. So, yeah, I didn't actually like the compost bin to stand in that corner. So I'm trying to clear up that little space and to see if I can fix it there. I have these stones in my garden because it's one of my wish lists. I want to renovate my garden, but my garden is so big, and the picture I have in my head, it's quite expensive to renovate it the way I want it to. So I'm kind of just being patient right now, doing other things. Still, I'm in that position to do it. No, one step at a time. Life is not a competition. So I'm trying to remove the stones so I can make like the ground smoother for me to put the compost bin in that corner, because I feel like the compost bin will be much more better if I put it in that corner. So I'm trying to remove those stones that I've put there, and I'm going to be putting the compost bin there. I'm going to make the floor much more nicer, and I'm going to put the compost bin there. And I really enjoy this part. It's just, I don't know, it's just so fun working in the garden. Even though I have allergic problem, as I'm working now, you guys have not seen it, but I was sneezing like hell. I was sneezing, like sneezing, like I have allergic problem. But that actually do not stop me not to work in the garden. I'll be sneezing and I'll be still working. I'll be sneezing, I'll be still working. So I come across this beautiful, I don't know how to call it in Dutch, beautiful garden worms or something, this green one. And I wanted to show you guys. So there was a lot of worms on the floor, a lot of worms. I have some strawberries there, so I'm trying, to destroy my strawberries. I have strawberries plant there, old plant of last year. They are still there. I thought the plant was going to die because of the winter and the cold season, but now that the sun is coming out a little bit, the strawberry plant started to grow again. So that was good. That was really beautiful. So now I've put this, and I'm going to put I'm just trying to make sure I level the ground really nice. I'm going to put some of the dirt from the garden, some of the garden stuff. I'm going to put it underneath, and then I'm going to later on put the waste food on top, because all of this you can use it for compost. All of this garden stuff you can use it for compost. And yeah, it's really beautiful. I didn't really show you guys at the end, but I went to the store and I got some worms and I put them in it. I love flowers, so I love buying flowers. So every time I buy flower and the flower is dead, I put it in this container, because I know I was going to get this compost bin. And I also went to the African store. I got some African food. If you're Sierra Leonean, I got some potato leaf and green leaf. So I cut it, and that was the stick. So I just put it in this container because I know I was going to use it, but I didn't remove the elastic on it. So now I didn't want to put it in the compost bin with the elastic on it. So I have to remove all the elastic, before putting it. I can throw it away, but I was like, you know what, it doesn't really cost anything to remove the elastic. I'm already playing with the mess, why not? I enjoy doing this, you know. I always try to look for things to keep me busy, you know, because I'm not really like that outgoing person. I do go out when I want to, if I want to, you know. I always make time for the things I like, for the things I want to do. So, but most of the time, I like to just keep myself busy at home, trying to do one or two things to keep life productive, you know. And then once in a while, I like to go out on a date night and have a drink and have fun and do my own thing. But I really enjoy just being home and keeping myself busy at home, doing things, you know, doing my own things. So yeah, I have some waste food here, and I'm also just gonna put everything into the compost bin. I should have shown you guys what the compost bin looks like in inside, what is already inside the compost bin. But I know most people wouldn't like that. Most people find it very gross. But for me, I don't mind. Like I said, I came from this really tiny small village in Sierra Leone, so I'm very grateful. I'm used to this kind of garden life, you know. I love it. I really loved it. So for me, this is just beautiful. Just walking, doing things at home, keeping myself busy, you know. Just taking life one step at a time, and occupied my life with the things I love, you know. So yeah, I'm trying to break the sticks that from the garden, like some of the garden waste, and trying to use that to fill the compost bin. And I'm also going to take the compost that I have saved in the kitchen. I'm also going to take everything and fill the container. Yeah, so far it was good. After this, I went ahead and cleaned the kitchen, take some shower, and then I was outside sitting down under the sun, taking some fresh air. You know, life is beautiful. Life is beautiful, and always make time, do the things that makes you happy. For me, this makes me happy genuinely. Working in the garden, I don't have to, but I just want to. I don't have to, but I want to. It makes me happy. It just brings so much joy. Being in nature, working in nature, it brings so much joy. It's something, for me, it's the form of therapy, you know. Like when I go out for date nights, or when I'm working in the garden, or when I'm doing something, it's a form of therapy. Just doing my own things and be in my own space. I enjoy stuff like this. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to do all of this, and then I'll go show you guys the kitchen. I'm going to show you guys the kitchen, how I organize my compost bin, how I organize my dustbin in the kitchen. So yeah, this is it. And let me know if you're someone who's into gardening as well. Let me know. I'm also, at this moment, I'm planting some Irish potato. I have them in some container, and those are growing so fast, and they are looking really beautiful. So I'll come back and show you guys the Irish potatoes that I'm planting. And I can't wait to renovate this garden to do it exactly the way I want it to. So I will have time to actually be more, plant more stuff, and be more active in the garden. But for now, let's just work with what I have. This is what I have for the moment, and I am super grateful for this that I have right now. The flowers, I will always come and put everything in here, and trust me, when you open it, you kind of perceive the smell, but when it's closed, you don't actually smell anything. So that's a plus sign for me. I really liked it. And maybe in the future, when I remove these stones, when I decorate my garden the way I want it, I will get rid of these stones. Maybe in the future I will get another compost bin that will fit there exactly. But for now, let's just be using this one I have. So yeah, this is it. I loved it. I loved it. And I organized my compost bin in the kitchen very perfectly, so the kids know exactly where to put the dirt. Like they know which container is supposed to, what kind of type of dirt is supposed to be in what container. I'll show you guys in the kitchen quickly how I organize my kitchen dustbin, so that the kids knows what's supposed to be where, just so that I don't have to go through this to look if there's any plastic or if there's anything that doesn't need to be in here. So that's something I'm very, very strict on when it comes to my kids, letting them know that if it is not food, if it's not fruit, if it's not vegetables, it's not supposed to be in there. So I make it very simple in the kitchen so that they know, and I'm constantly telling them, you don't put plastic in here, you don't put any bottles in here, it's just food waste, and that's it. So yeah, and now when if I cut my garden, or I clean my garden, I cut my garden grass, I will also add it into the compost bin. And yeah, it looks so beautiful. I really liked it. It's amazing. So this is it. Hope you all like this video. Let me show you guys how I quickly organize, know exactly what's supposed to be where, you know. Yep, beautiful. So like this, for example, I just make some fruit juice, and I'm going to make another one. So for example, this one is what, it wasn't good anymore, and I had a lot, so I just throw it away. So like this one here, everything is going to my compost bin. So this is it. Like everything here is just going, pineapple peel, celery, the ones that wasn't good anymore. So like this one, everything is going to my compost bin. So this is what compost is all about. And later I'm going to use this in my garden to plant my food. How my dustbin is in the kitchen is very simple, and with this one the kids understand restafval, GFT afval, and this one is plastic, everything. And then this one the government pick it up, and this one I put it in my compost bin. This one they also pick it up. So this is how the container in the kitchen is organized. And you can get these stickers from bol.nl if you live in the Netherlands for 11 euros. I think you get like 6 stickers for 11 euros. And if you have kids at home, it's very, very handy, you know, at least they know where things are supposed to be. And I also teach them, like, okay, sometimes we do watch like, you know, on YouTube, if you live in Holland, they have these small videos where they show you how to separate your afval, your kitchen waste. And so I kind of teach my kids, okay, I kind of watch it so that they know what is rest afval, what is GFT, and what is the other one. So they know it now, and these stickers also kind of help them. Not only for that, also when I have visitors at home, it's easy for my visitors to know that what's supposed to be where. So this is it. This is how my dustbin is in the kitchen. And this is where I put the compost bin, everything for the compost. And then when it's full, I empty it up.